Looking for a perfect video to remove the Amazon 30% withholding tax, then this is a perfect video for you. In this video, I'll be showing you how you can finally remove the Amazon 30% withholding tax. Majorly, you can do that in two ways, and I will spell out all the two ways you can use in removing the 30% tax info that's from Amazon. So let's get back to the video. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Med Adam, owner of MedHustleTV. On this channel, I teach various ways in which you can make money online, most especially through Amazon KDP, passive income, and many more. So, the topic of what we'll be looking at today is how we can easily remove our 30% Amazon withholding tax. So, I have a guideline for us here. So the guideline is what we shall be using. But if you, I will give you this guideline towards the end of the video. If you want it, just comment in this comment section below and let me know if you want this write up so that I can just send it over to you. So there are two majorly ways of removing Amazon KDP tax withholding, and the two ways are, of course, the ways around it is for you to get your EIN. So obviously we have the two ways. The number one is the calling method. I put that calling method because I need to put a call over to them. Then number two is the what? Is the address method. I will shed light on all the two. So the number one, which is the what? Which is the calling method. All you have to do is you need your KDP account detail. That is your account name and the address as it is on your KDP Amazon account. You need that address. Then number two, you need an airtime that can cover 10 to 20 minutes of call. So 10 to 20 minutes of call maximum, at least it won't go above 20 minutes. So once you have this in handy, then you need to proceed now to step one, which is you need to call this number, the IRS number. These are the body responsible for what? For your EIN. EIN simply means employee identification number. It is this number you are going to input on Amazon KDP platform for you to have a 0% withholding tax on Amazon. So once you call these people, but you need to have a specific time you need to call them. This is their phone number right here. Then their office hours is 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. US Eastern Time. So if you are unsure the US Eastern Time, you can just come to Google and ask. For example, let's say 7 a.m. US Eastern Time. Let's see. So, for example, I'm from Nigeria, so I can just put to Nigerian time. Let's see. As you can see, it is 1 p.m. So definitely, if you are to make a call to these people, you need to make sure it is around 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Preferably, let's just say 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Around 2 p.m. dot. Just give them a call and make sure you have sufficient airtime that can cover this call. I'm looking at just have like, let's say 4,000 naira airtime, because you know our Nigerian factor, we normally have a very huge amount of call rate in Nigeria. Just have like 4,000 in your account. Mind you, this 4,000, even if you didn't exhaust this amount, you can end up busy to buy data for your what? For your Amazon KDP business. You can still buy data and use. So once you have that, all this in handy, then you give them a call. Once you give them a call, there are some questions they will ask you, which will bring us down to step two now. So as you can recall, I said step one is to call them on this number. Make sure you are calling them around 1 p.m. 1 p.m. is when their office opened. 1 p.m. Nigeria time. That is Nigerian, sorry. That's when their office opened, isn't it? So call them around this time. I'm even saying preferably 2 p.m. So as soon as you call them early, to look at the end of then we are through with that. Then step two, you need to have your basic info. What are the basic info? The basic information is your name, your son name, and your address as it appears on your Amazon account. Advisably, before you even do all these things, you are supposed to log onto your Amazon account, copy your information correctly as it is. Once you've successfully copied your information, before you put a call to this IRS, That's advisably, because if the name you give out on Amazon does not tally with your RRS, your Amazon will not approve that EIN you are submitting. The surname will always be must be the same, the name must be the same, and the address too must be the same. So once you put a call to them at the IRS, they will ask you for your one name, second surname, and third your address. So once you are telling them your name, I believe these people are American, isn't it? And there's high tendency that they don't understand Nigerian accent and also our names here. That's why I use this as an example. Spell out your name carefully. Let's say carefully, using carefully, there should be Y here, carefully using letters or object to signify the first alphabet. For example, if your name is John Ridwan Ebuka, the spelling will go like this: J for George, that is if you are spelling to them; O for orange, H for house, N for nanny. So anybody on this earth will understood this spelling, because the way we pronounce something might be different from the way they will perceive. So therefore, it is advisable for you to spell your name out this way if using this scenario. That's why I said in the first instance, you need to expect a call to last between 10 to 20 minutes of call. So after you are done, then you give out your name. Then if you are using 3 names like that, so maybe this one should be the name, this will be the middle name, or this will be the son, depend on how they ask you there, and depend on how it is on your Amazon account. So once you give out this information now, so then the next it now said repeat this process for other names too till you are done. You repeat the same scenario for this, like read one now. R for rabbit or rat or for rain, I maybe for India or for ink, D for maybe for daddy, W maybe for wrestler or something. Just come up with something. So like that, then you do Ebuka too. So once you are done with the name, isn't it? Now they've registered you. They will now ask you, you need to provide the reason for calling. So they will ask you for a reason for your call. Again, these are the lines you are going to use. You may want to jot them down on a piece of paper. So what you have to do, once they ask you why are you calling, just be polite, be smart, and know what is required of you. The first thing to tell them is, I need an EIN number to comply with the IRS withholding regulation. That's what you tell them. If you like, just try and memorize this or copy it somewhere and be looking at it when you are making the call. Then you now tell them, I'm not a US person. I am, you put your country here. In our case, it is Nigeria. Then you put your Nigeria here. Nigeria. And I live in, you now put what? Nigeria there too. Maybe I live in Abuja, Nigeria, or I live in Lagos, Nigeria, whatsoever. Then you now continue and say, I'm not starting an entity in the US. You let them know. Then you now tell them, I'm an individual and I need to fill my tax form to obey with the US tax regulation. That's what you tell them. You now continue further. My intention is to, of course, your intention, just need to state your intention. Then in some cases, they might even ask you, what are your intention like? Then you tell them, my intention is like to what? Publish ebooks on Amazon. Of course, this is what we are working on, isn't it? I'm just telling you, I'm a publisher on Amazon. Then one more thing, please. Anything you didn't hear from the white person, if it talks and you didn't hear, just tell them, pardon, can you please repeat yourself, so that you end up giving up-to-date information. If there's anything you don't understand, just ask that person to repeat himself, his or herself. So then, once you are done with this, you now tell them also, I have recently started my self-publishing account with Amazon, which of course, then I have to comply with the IRS withholding regulation and fill the W8 Ben form. Of course, the W8 Ben form is the tax interview, the questionnaire we normally filled then. So after you provide all this reason, they will ask you some crazy questions like, are you going to be operating heavy machinery in the US? Stuff like that. Then just tell them no. Anything contrary to this, just tell them no. Then once you are done, then they will, as you are talking to them on the phone, they are on their computer inputting your information as you are telling them. So once they are done, finally they will give you an EIN number. Once you are done, they will give you an EIN number. All you have to just to write it down. So once they give the EIN number, please make sure as they are dictating it, you are writing it down. And once you are done, you can still dictate the number back to them for two of for you and them to be on the same page. So finally, that which is step 4 now. Finally, just write it down and you are good to go. So as soon as you got your EIN number, you can start using it. However, you need to understand that it takes about 1 month before the IRS will update their information to reflect your EIN. So what I mean is this: once you have an EIN, you can head down to Amazon. Once you head down to Amazon and input the EIN there. Once you input the EIN there, Amazon will likely tell you the account does not match, blah blah blah. Just leave them. It's because their server has not properly synced with the IRS server. So after a month, it will properly sync. Amazon will now send you an email back that your EIN is now active. I believe that is understandable enough. So once you are done with that, the next step is what? To update your KDP tax information. Of course, you can do that by going to your KDP account, going to the tax information section. Where you fill the tax information in the first place, go to your account, click your name account, isn't it? You click on tax information. After you're on tax information, then you click complete tax information or view tax information. If you have already completed, of course, we've already completed, you just need to click view. So when you go to do you have US thing now, you just click yes there. Then you enter your newly acquired EIN. I believe this is understandable enough. So then you click submit. Then in about 10 days, like I said earlier, you should be good to go. However, be prepared to get a rather distressing email from what? Amazon, saying that maybe your RIS record did not match. Usually as 1 to 2 weeks before getting this. It takes 1 to 2 weeks anyway. So once that happens, you just leave them. It's because your EIN number has not properly sync with the Amazon data. So after a month, of course, it will take about a month for the record to change properly. So once you are done, once you are through all those things, just click update your tax information and resubmit. After 2 weeks, it should be fine, and your withholding rate will be reduced to 0. So there you have it. So this is just the end of this video for the part 1, in which you are going to in which you can reduce your Amazon withholding tax from 30% to 0% for the method 1. If you go through the thumbnail I put, the thumbnail is without calling, isn't it? So without calling is the next option now. So the first option I said is this, by calling, isn't it? This is like the straightforward information here. You are certain of this, and I think this is probably the best method anyway. But a lot of people prefer the shortcut. This is number 1, the calling method. So let's go to number 2 now. The number 2 is the without calling method. Without calling, you are not calling anybody here. You are not using data and the rest of you, the what have you. So the number 2 is the address method. Now I'm on number 2. Of course, the first one is the calling method, while the method 2 is the address method. You can use both anyway. Me, as far as I am concerned, this method is the fastest, but it isn't advisable. But there are some people doing it and getting away with it. But my own take here is this: since you are treating Amazon as a long-term business, I don't think there is need for you to be changing your address to another country entirely. I will let you in on what I mean in the next couple of minutes. So the first step for the address method is get your details in handy. Like we did in the first step, your details, that is your KDP details, your name, your surname, and your address, isn't it? It should be handy. Then number 2, you to get a foreign address from this website, www.fakexy.com. This is the website I'm talking about. So this is the website I'm talking about. So you need to get your details here. Why you are getting the reason you are getting your details from this website is because this website provide you with a fake address. So this website provide you what with a fake address. So like for example, like the way Amazon is being structured, there are some countries in which they have their countries just have 0% withholding tax. Like for example, those in the UK, they enjoy a 0% withholding tax. Those in Pakistan, those in South Africa, those in Russia, and some part of the country, they enjoy a 0% withholding tax. So if you are to change your address on the KDP account to that address, you will be having a 0% withholding tax. That is by using their address. The method is a bit fast, but I don't recommend it anyway. But there are a lot of people doing it. But like I said, Amazon is a long-term thing. You don't want such in a scenario in which you spend like a year on Amazon, then later on they will now find that your address is fake. They now ban your account or something like that. That's why I always and always recommend the first step: calling them yourself. Let the IRS give you their EIN number themselves. So now, like I said, get your details in handy. Then you need your details. You need your name number, either national ID card, national passport, or driver license. You just need the number anyway. So, like for example, like these are the countries that are having withholding tax. If you go to Netherlands, it's zero. That's all Netherlands will enjoy is 0% withholding tax. Pakistan is zero. South Africa too is zero. UK is also zero. Russia too, I think Russia too will be zero. Yeah, Russia too is zero. Czech Republic and Canada too, they are all zero. Japan too, that's Japan and Italy, they are all zero. So if you change your country to all these countries having 0%, Amazon will charge you 0% withholding tax. It's okay, you can do that, but I don't recommend that anyway. So let's continue. So once you do that, you can now get a South African address from any of these address I told you about. Like if you go to this website, yeah, fakexy.com, you can get an Amazon, what am I saying, Amazon, can get a South African address here. All you have to do is just to come here, go to all countries. Once you are on all countries, then you look for South Africa, which is here, and you click. So by the way, please, if you are enjoying this video, please just give it a like. A like will be appreciated. In fact, a subscribe too will also be appreciated. This will encourage me to do more and more video. And please share this video for a lot of people that wants their withholding tax removed. Like I was on Facebook a couple of days ago, and I was so surprised. A guy was charging, like, I think, is it not 3,000 or 4,000 to remove Amazon, just to remove withholding tax. I think these are things you just teach people for free. There are some things that you don't have to ask people for money, but because the way we are structured in Nigeria, a lot of people, anything you want to get done, people just be asking for money. I don't know why. Like this information, I'm giving it for you for free. So if there's anything you don't understand, please just tell me in the comment section, ask your questions, and a lot of them I will get back to you ASAP. Like for example, back to our video now. This is South Africa address, isn't it? So I have 18 Glenagus Road, Johannesburg. So if I don't like this address, I can come down here and pick maybe an area. Let's say KwaZulu Natal. This is an area or perhaps a state in South Africa. As you can see, these people have a bit straightforward address. As you can see, 170 Florida Road, Durban. The zip postal code is 4,000, isn't it? So these are just things we can just copy this, come back to a notepad and just paste that. As you can see, and we are done. So you just need to what? Now we've got a South Africa address, isn't it? No, down. Once we have the South Africa address, we move to what? To the next step. The next step is what? Copy the address generated from step 2 above, which we've done that, isn't it? Then step 4 now, we will now do what? Navigate to the account section of our KDP. We go to the account section of KDP and we need to update our mailing address. Remember, you already have an address on the KDP account before. So once we go to our address now, we change that address to what? To the South African address we are having. I believe I'm making sense. Of course, your Amazon account was created, you used one address before. Now, the address you got from here, from this fake XY, this address will now impute on your what? On your account details, on your profile now. Yeah, the account section of your Amazon account now. Once you are done, you click next. Now, Once you are done with this, you now go to the tax interview section. That is now you re-answer the interview question. Then once you re-answer interview question, you input your name details in the name section. Let me explain further. What I mean, once you go to tax interview, you re-answer it. Who is this? You put in at the way you answer in the first place, individual, isn't it? For a US tax purpose, are you a US person? Of course, it is no, isn't it? Are you acting as an intermediary agent? Of course, it is no. Then the other aspect is this: country of citizenship. Country of what? Of citizenship. Now here, you are going to change this now. Sorry, country of citizenship, we allow that to be a Nigeria. Are we together? Country of citizenship will remain as what? As a Nigeria. Now, the mailing address, your permanent address, you change this mail, you uncheck this. Of course, as you can see, uncheck this. Once you uncheck this, it means your permanent address is different from your mailing address. Are we together? So then you what? You change this address to what? To South African address. You change this to what? To the South African address we got here. Once you change that to South African address, then you now come right here. I have a non-US thing. I have a US thing. So you check here, as you can see where I'm putting my cursor, please. I have a non-US thing. You just check here. Once you click here now, it will display a section for you. Once that it displays a section for you, you now enter your what? Your national ID card number. That's your name number, your voter's card number, your international passport number, or your driver license number here. Then you click continue and save. Like I said earlier, this method is fast, but I don't advise it because this method can get your account banned. But there are a lot of people doing it anyway, because why will you have a kind of citizenship, you have a kind of citizenship as Nigerian and be having a mailing address for another country? And moreover, anytime you browse Amazon KDP, your IP will still be your IP will still be showing Nigeria. So I don't think this is advisable at all. There are a lot of people doing it anyway, and I'm not opposing those doing it. As far as I am concerned, I don't advise it. So once you click continue, you just save, and step 5, voila, you are good to go. So you are good to go, and that will be end. Please, if you got any value from this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. Please, my channel is MedHustleTV. On this channel, I bring to you all the various make money online tips, especially Amazon KDP, Kobo, passive income, and many more. As you can see, if you are new to KDP, you can go through my video how to create an Amazon account for Nigerians. This is how you can make money writing book. That's summaries book. Summary book are easy to create. You can easily make money on summary books. As you can, I also have a summary book I'm making money with. This is how to properly format your KDP, your book for KDP. This is how you can easily generate content for KDP. This is how to fix all KDP issues that you are having here. And this is the book creation step by step. Please, if you're having value from this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I also run a mentorship group. If you are interested, signify in the comment section below and join my Telegram community and be part of the community, where you will be given a lot of mentorship for you to succeed on this KDP journey. And nevertheless, please subscribe to the channel. Help a brother, please. And without wasting much time, this will be the end of this video. If you're having any issue whatsoever, please kindly raise that in the comment section below, and I will surely attend to you. And if you want this template, that is this notes, this presentation, kindly signify that also in the comment section below, and I will just send you over. I will send the link over to you for you to download. So thank you very much for your time. I will see you in the next video. I remain my humble self, MedHustleTV. Thanks very much, and peace out. Bye bye.